Yo, what's up guys, Woozle Gaming here, and welcome back to another hit video. So today we are going to be going through the differences of using the skill points in damage reductions and if it is worth using or not in PvP. So if I quickly go to skills, and I'll show you, that's the wrong character, I was meant to click on skills. So let's go to skills, we're going to go to PvP tab, go to passive, and we're going to scroll up, and as you can see there's reduced damage taken and reinforced defensive barrier. Both reduces the range or the melee damage taken by 14% each. So 14 points for technically 14% damage reduction is how you would probably see it as. But is it worth using in PvP? And does it actually work? So I'm going to be showing you that right now. So we actually have Tidlet here helping us out do this video. So let's get a nice big thank you to Tidlet. And on the left hand side you are going to be seeing the skills used against me with the damage reductions, and on the right you will see the skills on me without the damage reductions. I didn't put the 14 points in anything else, so it is just a complete swap between the two. I've not changed anything, and the skills and the damage and the gear, everything else has actually stayed the same. Tidlet is actually only a level 75, and I did choose a slightly lower person for this test because I didn't want to take off my weapon, and I wanted to see the difference between the without the berserker and with the berserker, but I didn't want the damage to be too high, so you can kind of see both of them happening at the same time. So the real question is, as you can probably tell already on the screen, does there make any difference between using the skill points or not? And the answer is yes, there is a difference, but the difference isn't that big. So on the right hand side, without the points, you see I'm taking about 2.2k damage from this spinning around combo, which I have no idea what that one really is. I don't know if it's a down or up or whatever, but it's doing on average about 2.2k, 2.15, maybe 2.21 without the crits. And on the left hand side with the skill points, that is doing just slightly under 2k or 2010 and things like that. But that isn't a 14% reduction, that's about a 10% reduction, and I'm guessing that's probably from the melee. But then don't just stop there, because not only are the reductions not as great as they may sound, it's not a pure 14% reduction, and it's very consistent by the way, so I can tell you it's about a 10% reduction. Some hits get no reductions at all, so as you can tell from the knockdown on the Anika's abilities or the last hits or some hits during the skill itself, there is no reductions at all. So they're the same on the left and same on the right. Now it's very hard to tell with all the crits and non-crits and which hit is which, because some hits deal more damage, like the Death Grasp hits like 3 times on the last hit. But it kind of gives you a rough idea, and after a few other tests, and I couldn't show them all in one recording, and basically there is no damage reduction. So I'm guessing they probably just ignore defense or ignore reductions or something, I don't know. But they do not make any difference with the skill point ones. So is it worth actually putting points in skill point reductions? And my guess is right now probably not. The damage at the moment is just so high in duels that is a 10% reduction going to make a big difference, and maybe it will if you don't have high HP. So if you're sitting at maybe 400,000 or lower, maybe 450,000, then I'd probably say, yeah, put them in. Try and survive one rotation from most people. But the thing is that most people are going to kill you in one rotation, will probably kill you in one rotation whether or not you used it anyway. So it depends if there is a kind of, you know, a leeway gap for you there to kind of put them in and stop yourself from getting killed. But I honestly would say put them in your offensive things, because 70% damage increase in your skills or in your combos, or critical damage increase or crit rate increase makes a massive difference, and will help you kill the person faster, and it will also make them panic a tiny bit more, making them waste their skills, because let's be honest, when someone's close to dying they kind of panic use their skills to try and not die, and that makes them mess up. Or they are just simply going to die in one rotation if you are lucky, because the damage increase is actually pretty big. So yeah, that's just my opinion, and that's what I've kind of just gathered from this. Now do keep in mind, I do not know what skills of every single class gets reduced and what doesn't reduce. Like if the Phoenix from Lucas, does that get reduced? I honestly don't know. I've not managed to get someone to test it with me directly, and it'll be worth your while to test it out yourself. All I'm saying is that there are skills that get no reduction benefits at all from the skill points, and it's not really a 14% flat reduction, it's more like a 10%. Is it worth the 14 skill points? I don't personally think so. But everyone has their own opinion. So it's just down to you, and I'm just showing this video to you to kind of show the differences between the two, and I hope you enjoyed that. It's only going to be a shortest video anyway, so I shall see you in my next video. I hope you all enjoyed. If so, please make sure you go down below, like the video, and remember to sub to the channel. And as always guys, take it easy, and I'll see you later.